Good morning from this little babbling brook over here on Guanella Pass. Today I'm going to be doing a big loop through the Rockies and taking you guys along for the ride and hopefully seeing some good fall foliage. It is starting early this year. Today is September 18th, 2025, and normally things start to kind of pop off mid to late September, and just because of the drought conditions and just the weather changing kind of early this year, all of the aspens are starting to turn yellow already. So we're gonna go do some leaf peeping. I'm personally pretty excited because I love this time of year, and yeah, I figured I'd kick this ride off with a ride over Guanella Pass, and then we'll head up to Rocky Mountain National Park.
The Guanella Pass Scenic Byway is a 22-mile windy roadway that connects the small mountain community of Grant to the historic Victorian-era mining town of Georgetown. It crests at over 11,669 feet in elevation and offers some pretty incredible views of the surrounding 14ers at the summit. The byway is roughly an hour from the Denver area, which makes it a great destination for those looking for a scenic day ride in the summer months when it's open. It's also one of the best places to enjoy some leaf peeping near the Front Range, assuming you time it right.
First official stop of the day is Guanella Pass Summit. I think we're at like 12,000 something feet in elevation. I'll put the actual number right here on the screen, but I was just up here like a month ago and everything. I'm recording a YouTube video. Yeah, thank you though. He just asked me if I wanted a picture. Anyway, I was just up here like a month ago and everything was green. So it is crazy just to see how fast the seasons change here. Colorado does truly get four real seasons a year, and it's crazy to see it all be yellow, and soon this will be snow packed and the road will be closed until next May. Yeah, definitely stop up here and enjoy the views. Sometimes you'll see moose up here across the way over towards Mount Beardstadt. There's like a little pond and stuff back here, and I've seen moose over there a few times. I've seen moose many times on this road actually, but mostly up here. Let's go down and grab an energy drink at the gas station and then head on over to Rocky Mountain National Park.
If you watch this video and decide that you want to ride Guanella Pass in the fall, I do want to say that this footage might be a little deceiving. Guanella is known to be gridlocked on the weekends as the leaves begin to reach peak colors, which is why I'm here early and on a weekday. Just plan ahead and remember to visit early in the morning or the late afternoon, or avoid the weekends during the fall season altogether if you don't want to be stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Let me tell y'all, nothing makes me more stoked and boost my serotonin levels as fast as seeing some yellow aspen leaves. It is so beautiful out. The weather is turning out to be pretty nice. It's finally starting to warm up a bit, so I'm currently killing a little bit of time over at the gas station because to get into Rocky Mountain National Park, you need a timed entry permit between certain hours of the day, and I didn't get one because I figured I wouldn't get there until after 2 o'clock, and that is when, for 2025 at least, you don't need a timed entry permit anymore for each day. So if you see this video in 2027 or 2026 or another year, who knows, the timed entry system might be different. It might not exist anymore. Who knows? It's a very popular national park. I personally am in favor of the timed entry system because it does keep vehicle traffic down. And this time of year, it can get really, really busy. So I am thankful for that system, but yeah, there are ways around it, and it just means you got to get there a little bit later in the day. But I am going to finish this little energy drink here, and then we'll get back on the road and head over Berthoud Pass up to Grand Lake. I've never noticed this before when I've stopped up here on Berthoud Pass, but this sign, which appears to be from 1929, says that the summit is 11,314 feet in elevation. but this one says 11,307 feet. So wonder if technology over time has auto-corrected that, fixed that, whatever. I know it's loud.
Oh, you're fine. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
And do you want the map at all today?
I don't need one.
Perfect. Well, thank you. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you. We officially made it up to Rocky Mountain National Park, and I'm at the first overlook that I usually like to stop at, which is, I don't know the real name of it, but I call it the Never Summer Overlook because it overlooks the Never Summer Mountains back here, which are absolutely gorgeous. And obviously they're named because they're usually pretty snow-capped most of the year, and there is a slight dusting on a few of them back here, and there are some little snow patches back there, so it's not completely inaccurate. About that traffic, so I mentioned this earlier, but I waited until after 2 o'clock to come into the park today because that is when timed entry permits end for the year of 2025. Everyone else had the same idea apparently, and I waited in line for 15, almost 20 minutes to get into the park today, and that's a new one for me. I've done this many times where I've come into the park after the timed entry system ends for the day, and I've never had to sit in traffic, especially on the Grand Lake side. The Estes Park side, yes. The Grand Lake side, no. So that was pretty crazy. I'm sure you guys can hear all the cars going past me behind the camera, but it's pretty busy in the park today, so I don't know how much sightseeing I'm gonna get to do because I do have places to be from here. The spot I want to go eat at closes at 6, so don't have too much time to stop and putt around, but I'll do my best.
Trail Ridge Road is a 48-mile scenic byway and the main road through Rocky Mountain National Park. For 11 miles, the roadway soars above the tree line, winding through alpine tundra and cresting at 12,183 feet in elevation. The lack of guardrails, hairpin turns, and sheer cliff faces terrify some people, but I think Trail Ridge is pretty incredible to travel on a motorcycle. The air is crispy, the panoramic views are unforgettable, and the road itself is pretty fun, in my opinion.
Woo. Snow in September. Kind of crazy stuff. This road was actually closed yesterday. They just reopened it yesterday after we got a ton of snow up in the mountains the last 2 days. So it's kind of crazy to be up here right after a snowstorm. One other thing I was going to mention while I'm up here. These poles that y'all are seeing in the footage while I'm riding are actually road markers so that whenever they plow the road in May, because this is all closed in the winter due to snowpack, they have an idea where to plow because they get a lot of snow up here. It's pretty cool. Other than traffic, it was a beautiful day in the park, and I didn't get to stop as much as I would have liked, but we did make it over here to Colorado Cherry Company to grab some food. I'm hoping that they still have sweet and savory pies left because we haven't done a pie ride in a while, so I figured this would be the perfect stop. I am so stoked to finally be at my food stop for the day. This whole ride was planned around stopping here at the Colorado Cherry Company. They have a few different locations. There's actually one in Estes Park in the Stanley Hotel, and there is one off Tennyson Street in Denver, but this is the original location, I think. Is this the original location?
This is like the third one.
This is the third location, but this is the one I always come to, and it's just right outside of Lyons. So with that being said, they have more than just cherry stuff, and they have more than just sweet pies, which today I got one of their blueberry hand pies. It's kind of like a little fried pie, kind of, but it's baked. And then, of course, had to get a savory chicken pot pie. These are delicious. I've had these a few times, but I've also had their peanut butter chocolate pie, and I've had some of their other stuff here, and everything is so good. So it was a long day waiting to come here, but I'm so stoked to dig into this. Just cracked open chicken pot pie here. Some of the goodness. They do heat it up for you, which is nice. It does take a few minutes, but totally worth it. Nice and creamy. It's so good. They also have like a bison chili pot pie and a couple other ones, but I always just get the chicken pot pie when I'm here. I can't change it up. Now, I already started digging into dessert. This is a blueberry hand pie. It is stuffed with blueberries. You can get a mini pie or you can get a whole pie to take home if you have a way to take it with you. I would highly recommend it. All their pies are really good. I've had like actual pies from here as well. But with the chicken pot pie, there's no way I'm going to be able to eat this whole chicken pot pie and this whole thing. So I figured I'd just get a little hand pie because it's like half the price anyway. But these are so good. I got the blueberry one. Did I say that already? I don't know. I'm just so stoked I'm here. It's been a beautiful day. It's just been so nice riding around today. It was a little cold this morning. I'm glad I had the heated gear on. By the way, totally changing the subject from the hand pie. All of my cold weather layers worked perfectly today. I've been snug as a bug all day. If you want to watch my video talking about cold weather riding gear, I will link it up here. But yeah, I've just been so stoked on the weather today. It's been anywhere from 45 degrees to like 65 degrees, and it's been wonderful. Anyway, you know what else is wonderful? Blueberry hand pies. Oh yeah. I love this for me. This little hand pie is gonna fall apart on me here in a minute, but I'm gonna eat it until it disintegrates. Oh, that's my face. Covered in blueberries. I ate all of that like an absolute pig, and I don't care. I can't tell y'all how many times I rode past this place and didn't stop. I mean, it was years of just riding by it. I'll stop there sometime. And then one day I finally planned a ride around stopping here a few years back, and it's been a destination ride spot for me ever since. And while I was finishing up my food, I actually checked to see what today's mileage will be. And it's about a 275 mile round trip to grab some pie from here. So that's how much I love this place. But also, I mean, what a great excuse to go ride up in the mountains, you know? Like, yeah, I'll use pie as the excuse for sure. Unfortunately, the sun is starting to go down, and I don't like to live by rules, but one rule I will live by is that I do not ride the mountains at night. There's way too much wildlife, so this is about as comfortable as I am riding up here towards dusk. I need to get out on the front range before it gets any darker, but thank you guys so much for riding along with me today. It was fun. Hopefully you guys got to see some pretty stuff. I haven't gotten to obviously look at the footage yet, but yeah, just a quick little day ride. But until the next one, I will see y'all on the road. Later, y'all.